This fourth chapter of the complete opening repertoire for the French defense, we're going to look at a line that white plays in a fashion that black normally plays. This defensive structure that has absolutely no sense for black and has a lot of fun for white. This is going to be covering the King's Indian attack. So after e4, e6, d3. So I don't recommend you do the d5 move because at the end of the day, the black will be just confused, cramped out, and white will be having all the fun. So instead, I recommend you go c5. White does knight f3, knight e2, or g3. We're looking at all of them. So let's do the knight f3 first. So we go knight c6, g3, g6. Just trying to look at bishop e2, and now g7 is coming later. So bishop e2, bishop e7, castles, knight g7, c3, or queen e2. Let's look at the c3 line first. Now we go e5 to clamp on d4. Now bishop e3, d6, d4 happens. Now we go e takes d4, takes d4, bishop e4 to pin this knight on f3. White now goes taking c5, taking c5 back, and white can do either queen takes e8, which is really bad, or knight d2. Let's see that the queen exchange first. Now rook takes there, knight c3, which is more normal looking. But now black has this cool move b6, defend c5 of course, but after rook a d1, doesn't matter if rook f d1, but now we just do rook takes d1. So most people just do knight takes d1 is a better move, but sometimes people do this blunder of rook takes d1 because now knight e5 wins the piece flat out and the game is over for white. So they should go after rook takes d1, knight takes d1, but now black goes knight b4, attacking a2. Knight c3 back, and now knight e c6, and black has a clear advantage, better pieces, more active king, and we're going to have a good advantage for black to win the game. So going back to this move, let's say if they go queen e2 instead of c3. In this line we go castles, they go c3, we go b6, rook d1, now e5, again, this theme moved, that comes again, knight a3, bishop b7. So white can go knight c2 or knight c4. If they go knight c4, just d6. Nothing really a problem for black. So knight c2, just try to turn d4. We go d5 this time. So takes d5, knight takes d5, knight e3. We just don't shy away from the trades. And we go queen e7. They go rook d2, try to double up on the d file, and later go d4. We go rook a d8, rook a d1, rook e8. It's saying that if you dare go to d4, we'll just attack this one and there'll be a pin on the bishop and then we win the game. So overall, this position after rook e8 will be very much in favor for black. So I'm going back here on move 3. Let's see if they go knight d2. So now we go g6, the same thing we've seen before. Knight gf3, bishop b7, g3 looks normal. Knight c6. Bishop e2, knight e7, castles, castles. Now white goes rook e1. In this case, we go d6. So h4 comes, really aggressive move, but now we go e5. Nothing unusual here. So knight f1, doing the same maneuver that we always see of this continuing attack. Knight h2 is coming. So h6. So in this case, it'll be a really good advantage, and basically the plan is for black is f5, bishop e6, queen e7, rook a d8. So actually black is better in this position and have a really good chances for the win. So finally we're going to talk about the lines of 3g3, which is important to know how to play against this one. So we go knight c6, they go bishop e2, we go g6, f4 this time. Looks like more like a Grand Prix attack, but we still have a plan for us. So bishop e7, f3, knight g7, c3, castles, and now a lot of times white tries to do d4, but they had to be very patient to be considered good. So let's say if they go d4 right now, it's a really big mistake. Now we go, takes d4, takes back, and now black goes queen b6. No way to defend this guy thoroughly, and white is going to be losing the game. So instead, let's say if they go bishop e3. In this case, we go b6. And now the question is, can they go d4? No, it's not recommended because of taking d4. taking d4 back, and bishop e6. There's no easy way to just castle on the king side, and black is really good and better in this position. So let's say if they have further patience and they go the correct move, castling, not d4. Now we just go bishop e6 to pin the pawn on d3, and the rook behind it will be lost after d4. So white goes the correct move, either rook e1 or bishop f2 back. Let's see the rook e1 move. Get out of the pin. Now we go d5. Cool move. So they go e5, and now we go d4. And we have a clear tempo on the bishop. We have an easy target on d3, and black is just better. So going back, let's say they go bishop e2 to make sure that the bishop is not a secure square, not worrying about the d4 tempo. So in this case, we go rook c8, rook e1, d6, the d4. Now there's like, yes, we have d4. That's not bad. It is bad because after this sequence of takes in d4, takes in d4, knight b4, and there's a really big advantage for black because knight c2 and knight d3 is coming. There's no way to stop both threats, and black is winning the game. So going back to this line, instead of d4 again, they have better patient move, knight a3. Now black goes b5, knight c2 happens, and we go b4. So if they're taking b4, let's say, we just do taking b4, d4 like they want to. Finally, not too bad this line, but we had to have a order of operation to deal with this, and we have d5. If they go e5, we go queen b6. They go queen d2 to connect the rooks, rook c7 to double up on the c file, b3, which is the best move by far, doubling up, and now white has a critical move that black has know how to defend, is g4 to try to go to f5 with the preparation moves beforehand. Now we go bishop b5 to go to a5 and make sure that the knight on c6 will be able to move later. It's very important because after knight e3, a5, bishop a3 to try to go to f5 with a pawn with its support. Now we go the queen move, knight d8, only possible because of a5. So white goes now f5. We take on whichever pawn you want, doesn't matter. We'll take twice on f5. And people will be tempted to take on f5. Well, it's a blunder because knight takes f5. We go queen g6, a check on the knight and the king. So let's say they go knight g3 to defend this knight. Now bishop e6, totally winning. Bishop e3, rook c2, and the game is over, and black is going to be winning the game. So let's say if they go the correct route is knight h4, not taking f5 really quickly. So now we go simply bishop e7. So this one, that's the reason why they go bishop e5, bishop e7 is the reason that is now black's favor. And if we have an extra pawn, we have no problems, and we're going to win the game as black. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.